In a realm of ancient werewolf packs bound by the will of the moon goddess Selene, River Whiteclaw's life was shaped by two unshakable truths. She carried alpha blood of the Whiteclaw pack, and she had never known the sense of smell. A savage rogue attack at age 4 left her with a traumatic brain injury, robbing her of the scent that anchors every werewolf's identity, their mate bond, and their connection to their pack. It was a condition the world called a flaw, and one that would break her heart before it led her to her true destiny. Her journey begins one rainy afternoon a year before her greatest transformation, when Keith Moonshine, heir to the neighboring Moonshine pack and her fated mate, publicly severed their bond on a playground. Cold and contemptuous, Keith declared her too weak, too broken to stand beside him as Luna. A mate who could not scent the bond, he insisted, was no mate at all. Though River met his cruelty with fiery defiance and accepted the rejection aloud, the agony shattered her from within. Her inner wolf rain fell silent, leaving her hollow, convinced she would never belong. Her brother Yorick's rage and her father Alpha Wolfgang's quiet grief not mend the wound, but they lit a spark of resolve. She would not let her so-called flaw define her. Months later, when an invitation to Keith's wedding and Alpha ceremony arrived to reopen her wounds, River found a new path, an acceptance letter to the elite Royal House Warrior Training Program. Dismissed by her arrogant, eldest brother Bjorn, who scoffed that a scentless she-wolf would never survive, she leaned on Yorick's pride and her father's reluctant blessing to chase a future no one believed she deserved. Over 3 brutal months, River defied every expectation. Out of 100 cadets, she fought her way into the final 20, climbing to 5th place on the leaderboard through sheer tactical precision and relentless discipline. Then came the fire. In the dead of night, smoke crept through the dormitory, while other cadets froze to gather their belongings. River's leadership erupted. With an unplanned alpha command that shook even BT-blooded trainees, she drove everyone outside, only to realize her friend Una was trapped in the burning bathrooms. Without hesitation, she shattered the window and guided Una to safety, even as she blamed herself for not waking sooner for her nose's silence. Her courage did not go unnoticed. At her final interview, Princess Aurora, the royal family's sharp-witted and fair-minded daughter, saw far beyond her scentless condition. Impressed by River's strategic intellect, moral courage, and quiet strength, the princess bypassed the standard royal guard selection entirely and named River her personal bodyguard. For the first time since the rejection, River felt genuine pride, though Rain's lingering silence dimmed the joy. Arriving at the ancient stone royal castle, River stepped into a world of tradition, quiet power, and an unexpected presence. Prince Hunter, the royal heir, a man of midnight blue eyes and unreadable intensity who stirred something she could not name. Hunter felt it the moment he caught her scent, soft, sweet, unforgettable. His Wolfars knew instantly River was his second-chance fated mate. But River, blind to scent and scarred by rejection, felt only a confusing, unsettling pull, and she refused to trust it. She quickly earned the respect of the castle's seasoned guards, including Boris the King's Guard and Remy the Queen's Guard, who recognized the alpha fire beneath her quiet demeanor. Hunter remained a dangerous, unspoken distraction. Their first formal dinner ended in conflict when Hunter's thoughtless questions about her rejection drove her from the table. When Aurora later explained River's childhood trauma and her history of being cast aside for her scent loss, guilt settled heavy in Hunter's chest. He began to watch her from afar, drawn to her strength, her stubborn pride, and the quiet warmth she showed only to those she trusted. When the annual royal ball arrived, the elder council tried to exclude River, deeming a rejected, scentless she-wolf unworthy of the guest list. Aurora's furious intervention overturned their decision, and River attended on her brother Bjorn's arm, transformed in a shimmering midnight blue gown lent by the princess. Across the ballroom, Hunter could not look away. He asked her to dance, and for a few quiet moments, the world narrowed to just the two of them, until River's fear of hope drove her away. Later, in the castle library, a chance brush of their fingers sent an electric jolt through them both, a spark River could not explain and refused to acknowledge. That same night, they shared a vivid prophetic dream. Under a full moon, a great black wolf, Hunter's wolf, fought and defeated Keith, who had returned to claim what he had thrown away. When Queen Laura revealed to Hunter that their shared dream meant River's soul already recognized him as her mate, his resolve hardened. He would wait for her gently, until she was ready to see what was right in front of her. The truth came not in a ballroom, but in blood and danger. One afternoon, out running to clear her tangled thoughts, River spotted a rogue wolf stalking Hunter, a silver syringe hidden behind his back. Screaming warnings that went unheard by the music-blaring prince, she shifted into her copper wolf form and attacked, tearing the rogue down before he could strike. But in the struggle, the rogue drove the silver syringe deep into her side. Silver poison burned through her veins, and she collapsed at Hunter's feet, her body failing fast. A healer rushing to the scene delivered the only verdict: only her fated mate's mark could give her wolf the strength to fight the silver. With River's faint, breathless consent, Hunter bit down on her neck, sealing the sacred mate bond. As warmth flooded her body, River stirred, and in a surge of feral recognition, she bit him back, marking him as hers in return. For a sacred, breathless moment, they were only two souls finally bound, the watching crowd fading away entirely. When River slipped back into unconsciousness, Hunter carried her to the castle, his heart full of relief and fierce devotion. The silver would pass, the healer assured him, her alpha spirit and their new bond would carry her through. In the quiet of her chambers, as he watched over her, Hunter knew what River was only beginning to understand: her lack of scent had never been a flaw. It had been the path that led her through heartbreak, through fire, through courage, and straight into the arms of the mate who would love her exactly as she was.